Whew. All right, so this video is gonna be a little different. As you can see, it looks like a mess on my table, but I really just started pulling a lot of the stuff that I have that was sent to me, products that I haven't been able to do a full review on because of this whole pandemic, as well as some new gear that I recently got. Just wanna say huge thanks to all of the companies that I've been able to work with these past few years. This channel really has, grown with you guys, so I just wanna at least acknowledge people and companies that I've worked with. So if I do miss your company, I do apologize, but there's definitely a lot of things on this table. So hopefully I'll at least tell you what the company is and what they kind of specialize in. So we're not gonna go in any particular order, but first and foremost, of course, I have to say huge thanks to the drone companies. You got DJI, you got companies like Autel. I haven't been able to review Skydio yet, but hopefully I will be able to do that next year. And also camera companies like DJI with the action cameras, Insta360, some of these camera companies as well, and even Sony. Huge thanks to these companies as well, because they really kind of help drive a lot of the stuff that I do. And of course, a lot of these products are based around those main products, right, around the drones, around the cameras. So let's kind of go through some of the things that I have on this table. So hopefully you guys might get some ideas, might see something new that you might want to look into. So let's kind of go through it. Now, company Telesin, they sent a bunch of stuff. They have a ton of accessories. So if you have action cameras, even here they have the dome for your action camera. All the stuff here is for the Hero 9, but they've been sending me stuff for the Hero 8 and a bunch of battery packs. So Telesin, pretty cool company. I use a lot of their charging products. So these are just some Hero 9 stuff. And also I'm gonna be doing some giveaways on not everything here, but I have a lot of duplicates because some of the companies, of course, will send me extra units. So I'll talk about the giveaway stuff after I kind of go through everything. Now that is Telesin, and yes, I do have, and I just recently got the new MacBook Pro M1. This is the new 16 gig, 1 terabyte. So I actually got super lucky. Went to the Apple store and they actually had it there. So I just picked that up. Can't wait to unbox that, get it going, start editing my 4K 120 from my Sony a7S III a lot quicker on this thing. So yeah, there, the new MacBook Pro coming out. Oh, and I just hit this right here from iFootage, monopod and head. This is a carbon fiber body, so iFootage. I'm actually currently using this thing, reviewing this as well. Moving around on this side, we have Yulonzi. Now, a lot of people don't realize that Yulonzi normally has a lot of products for action cameras, drones, and things like that, but they've been expanding a lot into the camera space. So they do a lot of things like this, and they have like a bunch of smaller companies that are all under the Yulonzi name. Here we just have the Arcosys plates though, so it's a lot more universal, I would say, with these plates. Lights, but they're under like a different name, but they also have little small personal lights, and they also make microphones. If you need onboard microphones, pretty affordable ones too. Now, freewheel gear is another one. Here's a bunch of filter sets. This is actually for the Insta360, so shout out to Insta360 as well. So this one's actually for the 1R, not the X, but they have that. They also have, this one is for the 1R as well. So, and also freewheel gear gave me a set to give out to you guys for action cameras and drones, so stay tuned for that. And next we of course have GPC. So if you guys haven't seen the GPC cases, if you're into hard cases, GPC is pretty much the one I've been using for many, many years now. They have pretty much every case for every drone that's out there. So if you guys need something like this, a full hard case for your drone, they have it for the MAVIC Mini, the Air 2, all of them they have. So check that out, GPC or Go Professional cases. Here we have the Smarta slider. This is actually one that I've been using. This is the one that every time you see something on this table that has some sort of sliding movement in it, this is actually what I use. Peak Design I'm doing a full review on. This is their tripod. Now I know a lot of people, especially a lot of YouTubers got this thing when it first released. I was late to the game on this one, but they actually did finally send me one. And honestly, Peak, as well as their backpack, they sent me their backpack to check out. Shout out to Peak for making something like this. I love when companies take something that has just been around forever, like a tripod, and taking it to the next level, changed it up, integrated everything into it. I mean, I'll talk about it later on, but Peak Design, very, very nice products. Attention to detail is top notch. Here we have PGW Tech. Now PGW Tech has tons of accessories for everything. Cameras, drones, action cameras. Here I have, just a basic strap holder that you put onto your backpack, and things like this, which is the case that would normally go in your 1mm bag, but they also have this case as a separate camera bag. So ton of gear you can stick in here. I actually have a couple extras of these, so I will be giving these out. PGW Tech, if you guys need any camera accessories or drone accessories or action cam stuff, make sure you guys check that out. Of course, all links will be down below. Next, we have Picasso. Now, Picasso actually sent me this one about a month ago or so, and I just haven't gotten to reviewing it yet. And this is a little small camera, very similar to like the Insta360 camera, that little shirt cam and magnetic cam. This one is very similar to that one. So Picasso, they also have one of the most affordable action cameras that are on Amazon. I've done a review on their camera already in the past, so if you guys haven't seen that one, make sure you guys check above or down below. A company called Taurus, which is a case company. So they sent me a bunch of iPhone 12 cases for my iPhone 12, which I don't have because I'm still in debate on whether I want the Pro or the Mini, but they sent me a bunch of iPhone cases to test out and check out, so I will be getting around to that one eventually once I determine which iPhone 12 I want to get. And things like this, DJI, of course, little accessories for it. This is for the Mini. This is also an extra set I'll be giving out to you guys if you have the Mini. A couple extra products here. And then we have LumeCube. LumeCube has these portable lights that I use a lot. I actually have one here that gives me a little extra front light here, but they're really good for things like live streaming, or if you're doing things like video conferencing. They have these little small portable lights, as well as Aperture. Aperture and LumeCube have really good portable lights, so if you wanted to light yourself or just light your subject up while you're doing something on Zoom or on meetings or anything like that. Then next we have PolarPro. Now I've actually been using some of PolarPro's filters. This is the Peter McKinnon PolarPro filter, and PolarPro in general, they are just amazing when it comes to their glass quality on all their drones. Here I'm just have one of their filters for my camera, which I will use. This is actually the darker version of the Peter McKinnon one, but they have everything for drones and standard mirrorless or DSLR cameras. PolarPro, nothing new. I've talked about them a ton on my channel, so make sure you check out all their filter sets on their website. Another very popular one that I've also been using is the variable NDs from Moment. Moment actually has a ton of gear. I've been using their Moment case, as you can see right here on my iPhone 10. And this is one of the cases where you can hook up a bunch of different lenses on the back of the case. I just haven't really tested them all out yet, but really cool wide angle lens as well as a bunch of filters. And then here they also have those variable NDs, and I actually really like these because of the fact that you can grab the edge right here, it kind of comes out. Next we have this AI camera from OBSBOT. This is actually a really cool one. I actually tested it out a few times, but I haven't done a full review on it. This is an older camera, so same thing, like I said, when I got these cameras and some of these other things, I got them towards the beginning of the year, had a lot of plans for it, and then kind of everything just shut down. So I wasn't able to do what I initially wanted to do right away when I got it. But this is also one of those cameras. Here we have Viral Light. This is one of those things where you hook up between either two poles, two trees. You have this string that goes through and you're able to motorize your camera all the way through it. Looks super cool, but this is also one I got towards the beginning of the year, and I've been meaning to get out and use this one, but this takes a full setup. I probably need about another person or two to really take advantage of how I want to use this. But this is one of those motorized cable systems where you're able to hook up a camera, action camera to it, and by your phone or the app, I believe in here, you're able to then motorize this thing all the way through that line or that rope. This is also something I just recently got, NiaBot, which is basically one of those motorized robot vacuums. And what's cool about this one, which I'm gonna be testing out now, is that this one can actually empty itself. So once it's done vacuuming, it goes back to its dock right here, and then it turns around, redocks, and then it opens up, and this little motor in here sucks up all of the dirt. This is something that I was hoping to get out sooner than later, and this was the novotix Mito. It's basically an underwater drone. So this is one of the ones that I opened up at the beginning of the year, and I was like, yep, we're gonna go. Let's go to the beach and launch this thing. But same thing, haven't been able to get out there, but I just want to give a shout out to them because of the fact that I talk to them every single year at CES, And this year they finally sent me something, and then this is the year that I just don't go out anymore. Finally, Hollyland sent me this one right here. I've seen a bunch of videos on this as well. So this is Hollyland, and then this one is called the Mars T1000. So I hope to test this one out as well. Now, besides this stuff, also, you know, thanks to a lot of the battery companies, we have everyone from the Blue Yeti to Jackery to EcoFlow Tech. The battery system, if you guys haven't seen my last video, this is just things I highly recommend getting. And that's about it, guys. There's just a bunch of accessories and gear. Like I said, I just want to just give a shout out to all the companies that have been supporting the channel, as well as all of you guys that support the channel. I am definitely very, very grateful to have that opportunity to work with so many great people, so many great companies. So just want to say thanks again. Now, I do have some duplicates of some of these products, mostly, you know, small filter stuff and, you know, attachments and accessories. None of the big stuff, of course. I'm not going to have any duplicates of that stuff. That's all just one-off, and I'm going to be using it. If you guys want to be included on possibly winning these, of course, like the video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel with the bell notifications turned on. And then in the comments section down below, leave me a message. Write 2 products that you own. So if you own something like a action camera, like a GoPro Hero 8, as well as a MAVIC Mini, write that in the comment section below. Then I'm gonna go through all this stuff once I clean it up and see which ones I have duplicates of. Then once I know which ones I have, I'm gonna go ahead and pick out randomly a comment, and if it matches up, if you have a Mavic 2 zoom and I have an extra Mavic 2 zoom filter, then you will be the winner of that filter. And I'll be picking out those winners of those extra accessories that I do have within the first 48 hours of this video going live. So that's the reason why it's so important for you to have the notification bell turned on. That way, if I do have any accessories or anything that I'm giving away, it's normally gonna be within a specific time frame. So make sure that bell notification is turned on. And that's all I got for today. A little mail time / new gear, and this is the one I want to open up next so I can get to editing the MacBook Pro. Super excited about this one. As always, if you guys got value from this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. This is also Sookie with FlytPath.com. Thanks again to all the companies. Thanks again to you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.